a big fan of the Tea Party movement and the Liberty movement, and I like to think that I am a player in both of them. I have been fascinated with the Constitution since Barry Goldwater ran for president in 1964, but I have never seen the average person, non-lawyer, non-judge, non-politician, non-office holder, non-legal scholar, so interested in the Constitution as I see today. People now understand, like no generation has before the present one, that the Constitution was written to keep the government off the people's backs, that Jefferson said it was written to chain down the federal government, that the Congress is not a general legislature that can right any wrong or tax any event or regulate any activity. The Tea Party movement has furthered their understanding of this. The Liberty movement, which is akin to the Tea Party movement, has furthered their understanding of this. Both of these movements have brought in disaffected Republicans, disaffected Democrats, and huge numbers of independents who never were political before, who will strike a mighty blow for the Constitution this November when they throw out a lot of people in the Congress who voted for things like TARP and the stimulus packages and the president's health care.
Today, after all the votes have been tallied, health insurance reform becomes law in the United States of America.
Well, it's clearly unconstitutional in a couple of very profound areas. First, it imposes burdens on the states, which takes away their sovereignty from them. This is called commandeering the state legislature, when the Congress orders a state legislature to do something that it wouldn't do of its own free will in an area where it has free will. When the Congress attempted to tell the states how to regulate and license handguns, this was the Brady handgun bill, in a famous Supreme Court case called Prins versus the United States, the Supreme Court said you can't do it. If it's an area of human behavior traditionally and constitutionally regulated by the states, the feds cannot come in and tell the states how to regulate. In this case, they're doing more than telling them how to regulate, they're telling them how to tax and spend. In other areas, it's unconstitutional. Here's one that will affect almost everyone, and that's privacy. The Supreme Court has held that from the Constitution, from our natural rights, comes the right to privacy. And the most highly private conversation there is, according to the court the last time it looked at this, is not spouses, it's not priest-penitent, it's patient-physician. What does this do to the patient-physician conversation? It figuratively, and in some cases literally, puts a federal bureaucrat in the middle of that conversation. The physician must record digitally what the patient has told him. The bureaucrat will decide, do we have enough money for grandma's new hip, or is it going to be Junior's new knee? These are decisions. These are interferences with human behavior that the American public has never been ready to accept.